Tervehdys, rakkaat internetin katselijat. Uusi vuosi lähestyy uhkaavasti ja meillä on täällä tällä hetkellä käynnissä Maailmanlopun jälkeen ohjelmasarja, jossa me pelaamme lähinnä Fallout-pelejä, mutta myöskin muita pelejä, jotka sijoittuvat maailmanlopun jälkeiseen aikaan. Katsotaan, mitä meillä Fallout 76 tällä kertaa tarjoilee meille tässä vaiheessa meidän elämäämme. Katsotaan, mitä tapahtuu ennen vuoden vaihdetta. Elämme vielä vuotta 2024 tässä vaiheessa ja katsotaan, että eletäänkö vielä lähetyksen loppuvaiheessa tätä vuotta vai menemmekö me toiseen vuoteen, kuka tietää. Mitähän meillä olisi tehtävänä nyt sitten? Talk to Davenport olisi täällä tämmöisenä tehtävänä. Mikä täällä nyt on tehtävänä? Täällä on joku markkeri, mutta ei täällä nyt näytä olevan mitään selkeää tekemistä. Omituista. En tiedä mihin se viittasi, mutta ei siellä nyt näyttänyt olevan mitään järkevää meille.
approach and identify yourself.
I know there's a restricted section of the university. You think the students never noticed who comes and goes?
It does not matter what you may have seen or heard before you graduated, overseer. That is not my concern. Oh, I see one of your residents has arrived. Come here. We need to discuss this ridiculous request of yours. The overseer mentioned there would be more people coming. Assuming there even is a restricted section, and I am not verifying that, neither of you have Vault-Tecin University credentials. Faculty and staff determine who goes where in this university. Nah.
I might be the only human being connected to this place that's still alive. My authority doesn't override yours?
No, it does not. And for the record, I was the dissenting opinion on fast-tracking your overseer assignment. You are not pushing your way through me. There is one thing I need. A new graduating class. Unfortunately, your overseer has already passed the final exam, but you could take it.
You mean the vault simulation? That's ridiculous. All the professors are gone. The vaults have already been assigned.
My programming dictates that this university's purpose is to produce graduates, and I intend to follow the rules. Unlike some people, the simulation will be run by the Mr. Handy janitorial staff. It is an experimental protocol, but you will find they are more than up to the task. Glad we agree. In this test scenario, your vault has divided into factions. You must resolve the conflict any way you see fit. Your chief of security will fill you in on the details. Good luck.
I'm not familiar with this test scenario. Professor Bott must have come up with it on his own.
Intruder, identify yourself.
told me when I first got here that I would be anything other than the overseer of a control vault, I wouldn't have believed you. Now that I'm here, I'm a little more realistic about things. The overseer at Vault 96, one of the hottest postings outside of 76, wouldn't even give me the time of day. The man sent me a form letter and a rejection, for God's sakes. At this rate, I'm gonna end up shipped out to the West Coast to work as a janitor in 29 with a bunch of obnoxious rich teenagers or something. It's pretty clear to me now that Vault-Tec is a hive of nepotism and ass-kissing. You can't get ahead unless you attend every lecture and write every paper. There is no respect for passion. And some of these kids... they just don't understand what it means. Meanwhile, I have to take my third run at senior thesis. Should be entertaining to get rejected by Dean Elliott yet again. Anyways, cash is tight, so I'm gonna take part in hopefully my last thesis project in the Sim Vault. This kid seems fine, and his experiment is about food, so I get to eat well, at least.
False alarm. Standing down.
You're the new overseer. Heck of a boiling pot you're stepping into. Little tiff between the engineers and the med staff is ready to blow. There was a reactor leak. Kellerman, head engineer's apprentice, rushed in to fix it. Poor kid got a full dose of rads. That's not the worst of it. Dr. Loris, head of the medical team, refused to send in help. Quarantined the reactor area so nobody died trying to go in there. Head engineer Brass accused the doctor of murder. Then, a couple days later, people noticed that one of the doctor's assistants, Estella, was missing. Everyone thinks it's a revenge killing. An eye for an eye. I don't know, Overseer. There's no proof the head engineer did anything nefarious. But there's no proof he didn't do it either. It'll be up to you to sort out this mess. Sorry I couldn't be of more help. I'll be here if you need me, Overseer.
What the fuck was that?
I'm so glad you've stepped into this little mess of ours. I'm sure you'll resolve the matter swiftly. I don't have a feud with Brass. He has a feud with me. I'm only doing my job, Overseer, looking out for the health of the Vault. And I'm sorry to say that, in my medical opinion, the chief engineer is suffering from paranoia and revenge fixation. We can't let that fester. Simple. You can authorize me to place the head engineer under medical supervision. A combination of chems and therapy will do the rest. There might be some protest, but I think our combined authority will keep that to a minimum. Of course, it's your decision, Overseer. I'm only trying to help.
Overseer, huh? We'll see. Don't care what security says. Dr. Loris had no right to quarantine the reactor. Leaving Kellerman to die? Murder. That's all there is to it. I want justice, Overseer. No. Half this vault thinks he did the right thing. You do anything to him now, that split will turn violent. I want him exposed. Prove to everyone that he's the bad gear in this vault's engine. Loris put on a good show when he quarantined the reactor area. But what if more happened than folks remember? A few selective edits to the security recordings, and we can make sure everyone sees Loris for what he really is. Now, I can't just waltz into the security office. Being the overseer and all. You're out then? Fine. Hope your moral compass doesn't send us all careening off a cliff.
He's laying it on a little thick, but good on you for showing some integrity. There's a better way. We'll find it.
How can I help? I'm afraid I can't really comply with that request, Overseer. The reactor is under quarantine. The radiation could kill you. Very well. As long as you take all the necessary precautions. Here.
Miten tänne pääsee?
Yes, Overseer? Said it before. I want everyone to see him for the murderer he is. Then we're done here.
Good day to you.
Joo, mun pitäis päästä tonne nyt katsomaan tota meininkiä, että mikä siellä on nyt on niinku tuolla maintenaisessa meininki. You know, jonkun pitäis päästää mut tänne näin nyt niinku. Tää.
A vault simulation run by robots. Be prepared for anything.
Sure, but you know. En mä nyt tajua, miten tästä pääsee jatkamaan asiaa.
What is it, Overseer? Not said it before. I want everyone to see him for the murderer he is. Loris put on a good show, a few selective edits to this. Now I can't just bring the holotape of the recording. I can and
Good day to you! Good day to you!
Ah.
Hello there! Good day to you! Hello there!
I am.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Good day to you! Hello there!
almost beginning to like you. Overseer? No. Not yet. No.
Mä en tajua tästä yhtään mitään tästä tehtävästä silleen, että tää nyt on ihan who knows. Who the fuck knows, man?
I'm at your service, Overseer. Like I said, in my opinion, he needs psychiatric treatment. Oh, nasty business. But I'm not going to apologize for it. It had to be done. As doctors, we take an oath to do no harm. But sometimes, we have to choose between saving one life or saving several. Simple. You can authorize. There might be. Just take my diagnosis over to the security team and say that you agree. Once in a
Dr. Loris's assistant. I snuck into the reactor to help Kellerman, but there's not enough time. The reactor is going to go critical. I'm dosing Kellerman with enough right away so he can finish fixing it. But the radiation is going to get us. At least the vault will be safe.
You have a question, Overseer? You found her? Poor lass. I'm guessing she didn't make it. Let's take a listen then. So she wasn't murdered. She was trying to save Kellerman. Two of them ended up saving us all. This is big news, Overseer. We take this to Brass and Loris, it could end the infighting for good. At once, Overseer! Everyone gather in the common area. We have an important announcement from the Overseer.
Yeah.
What's this about, Robinson? I have charts to update.
Maybe the Overseers finally decided to throw your murderous backside in jail.
That's enough! The Overseer has discovered what happened to Estella. This holotape proves she went into the quarantined reactor area on her own. She and Kellerman saved the vault.
They work together? Medical and engineering.
Oh, we've been fools, Brass. Bickering like two old men while the young ran off to solve our problems. It should have been us.
I actually agree with you there.
So that's it then? No more arguing? You'll both work under the Overseer's authority?
Yes.
Yeah. It's the right thing to do.
Good job. That's a solution any overseer should be proud for getting to. Everyone learns we have to work together.
Miten tyhmää. Ja mitä sitten?
Looks like it's back to Professor Bott.
All clear. Intruder. Identify yourself. Identify yourself. Hostile target identified. Do not alarm. Order will be restored. Well, it appears you passed the test, barely exceeding my low expectations of you. Yes, I suppose we had a deal. You are officially a graduate of Vault-Tecin University, entitled to access to all areas. Back down in the vault, simulation space is a maintenance area. It conceals a secondary room that I believe will have what you are looking for.
It was almost good to see you again, Professor Bott.
Yes, Overseer, I suppose it was. Congratulations on one of your residents passing the program. You must be proud.
Actually, I am.
No joo.
Afraid I don't have my old cap and gown to share with you. Hopefully, what you'll find in the restricted wing will be This is it. Somewhere past this maintenance area is the restricted wing.
Approach and identify.
Here. This has to be it. Let's see what they left behind.
Welcome, esteemed members of Congress and our armed services, to a very special Vault-Tec presentation. Gold. This rarefied metal has been the backbone of trade since time immemorial. And in the event of nuclear war, this precious resource will once again become invaluable to rebuilding America's economic future. That is why Vault-Tec has been commissioned to build a different and very real vault. Named for the atomic number of the metal it will guard, Vault 79 will be the new home for all of America's gold reserves. Fort Knox will secretly be retired and emptied. Its gold bullion transported to the new vault, where it will be safe behind Vault-Tec's top-of-the-line automated security. Biometric recognition to verify authorized personnel. Sophisticated laser grid fields to ward off intruders. And, in the unlikely event of a breach, military-grade defensive turret systems built in partnership with our friends at Robco. All of this, along with Vault-Tec's signature Z-line containment walls, airtight construction, fusion-powered generators, and automated manufacturing facilities. Vault 79, a golden future for the America we all
Okei.
For once, the rumor mill gets it right. There is a treasure in that vault. All of America's gold reserves. Even getting into the vault at all is gonna be a challenge. Let alone dealing with that buffet line of intrusion countermeasures. But the reward? Put aside the base instinct of hoarding wealth. What could we do with a vault full of precious metals? Exactly. No more barter or wild, unregulated proxies. It won't happen overnight, but one day we could have leverage to create a new economy. Property rights, taxes, laws, a government. Our mission is to rebuild this country, remember? We were an economic powerhouse once. We could be that again. And it could start right here in Appalachia. Of course it's about control. The control to bring order to all this chaos. Do you want to keep living in this wasteland? The American government, built on the American dollar, gave you your freedom. Not only that, it gave you protection, rights. If you won't do this for your country, then do it because we don't have a choice. People are gonna try to get into that vault. They'll die trying to get through security. They'll die fighting over the gold, even if they do get through security. And if keeping all that from happening isn't enough for you, then I guarantee you, there's other things in that vault to plunder. Things we don't want in someone else's hands. We can agree to disagree, but we're getting into that vault. We won't be able to do it alone. We need help. Even more importantly, we need people to buy in. See that gold is their future. Fortunately, you just made contact with two large groups of people who both seem to have their own talents. Do me a favor. Talk to
Niin.
both.
Vaikka mä olin täysin eri mieltä ton tyypin kanssa, niin me ollaan nyt silti tekemässä tää homma silleen kuitenkin. Yeah. Miten täältä pääsee pois?
Fugitive has located. Commencing attack. Missile target detected.
back off. Appalachia belongs to us. There ain't nobody that can prove me wrong.
I got my own problems.
Looks like your little inoculation worked like a charm. We've established your usefulness, but don't mistake our gratitude for hospitality. Yet here you are. It tells me you're not here just to waste my time. You want something. And it must be important, else you wouldn't be barging in here like you run the place. Out with it. Well, if that don't pique my interest, please go on. What exactly, pray tell, is inside this Vault 79? This is a fascinating turn of events, ain't it? The things I could buy with that gold. You know, I heard rumors about it round here. Of course, the last sucker who tried to use the location of the trove as a bargaining chip is still dangling from a wire outside as we speak. Liars get wires, you dig? So let's pretend for a moment I don't believe you. What you got to convince me? You ain't wrong. Getting into one of them vaults sure would set
Pakko
us
vetää tässä vaiheessa pieni tauko.
Come on, 7-6, don't try my patience. Shit. You know I could just kill you and take this, right? You got a lot to learn before you can roll with us, 7-6. Oh, I like the cut of your jib. Maybe there is hope for you. Toss it up on the board and let's see what you got here. You want something? You take it. It's the only way to live.
Is that Nah, couldn't be.
What?
Come on, toss those vault plans up on the board for me.
What do you mean, toss them on the board for
Come on,
you?
toss those vault plans up on the board for me.
What do you mean, toss them on the board for you?
Come on, toss those vault plans up on the board for me.
What kind of trouble did he get into this
What
time?
board? What are you talking about? What board? Where's the board?
Better watch it.
Always speaking in riddles.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, never should have thrown in with that guy in the first place.
Alright. Seems pretty legit. I assume you're coming to me because we got the skills to get into this here vault. But you know, we ain't gonna do this out of the goodness of our hearts, baby doll. Oh, no. I'm gonna expect a significant cut of the goods inside. So we're gonna have ourselves an agreement here, see? I supply the people power. You supply the location. We all get inside, we nab the goods, you get a nice fair little cut, and we all make out like bandits, you dig? I don't know, 50% of whatever we take in? Now remember who's gonna do all the heavy lifting in there. If the treasure's half as good as you say, well, it should be more than enough to set you up for life. And if you impress me enough, maybe you get to roll with us. That is, as long as you're cool with people calling you a raider.
Always speaking in riddles.
Damn straight it does. So, first things first. We gotta have a plan to crack that big-ass vault door wide open, right? Easy peasy, light and breezy. That's a job for Lucky Lou, our demo expert. If he can't explode it, then it ain't from this earth. Now, Lou can be a real shut-in, on account of his, skin condition. But I trust him more than just about anybody. Why don't you go see him in his room down below? Introduce yourself. Fill him in on the plan, and do whatever prep work he needs you to do, you dig? Right on, 7-6. Do your thing. Just try to keep this on the down low, alright? Not with the entire camp knowing what's going on yet. Only tell who I say to tell, you dig? Your overseer came through on the wide distribution over here. Guess we'll hold off on raiding that old nuka plant. For now.
Okei. Tää on räideiden juttu, mutta voidaanko me silti mennä muualle ja tehdä joku muu juttu tässä näin? Voidaanko me mennä talkkaamaan paikille? Ja voidaanko me ehkä asettua paikin puolelle, koska me ei välttämättä nyt haluta asettua näiden raidereiden puolelle. Olisiko siis se just se juttu, että ehkäpä ei. Voisiko tässä pelissä olla jotain, missä me pystytään jotenkin tekemään jotain niin kuin päätöksiäkin? Ikään kuin. Demo voin heittää tämän pois. God damn it. Niin pitäisi päästä tonne toiselle puolelle tätä karttaa, mutta silleen meidän pitäisi niinku poistaa asioita. Millä napilla me poistetaan asioita? R jos painaa, niin ne lähtee pois. Niinkö? Niin ilmeisesti.
The Vault Dweller from 76. What is it? What? You want us to build a vault? That's a little outside of our usual work order. Huh? Oh, I see. Interesting. Client was obviously paranoid about security. Lasers, turrets, super thick walls. This is about that treasure, isn't it? So it's not bull after all. It's in this vault, and you want us to help you get it. You got some grand scheme to reignite the basis of capital, and all that other money talk the lobbyists on the Hill would always yammer about. That's all well and good. But my concern is how that gold can help us right here, right now. How it can help the people of Foundation. Look, let's say I believe you. A structure like this, you need some serious equipment to do any demo work. Yeah, well, I mean, we could start thinking about the rest of this nonsense. Laser tripwires? How the hell are we gonna handle that? Oh well. One thing at a time. You get us a big enough drill, we can find the right spot to hit. Every structure's got its weak point. That's, the mining conglomerate, right? Yeah, that might just work. I'll start talking to folks about how we can crack the rest. You keep up your end, we might just be in business.
Okei. Nyt ollaan 6 minuuttia siihen, että tulee uusi vuosi. Me ollaan nyt sitten tässä näin sekoilussa.
Always more work to do here at Foundation.
Siellä tulee uuden vuoden paukkuja.
Your power armor looks like it's seen better days. Might be time to fix it up or replace it.
Whoa, hey, everyone can see you're on cams. Oh, sleep it off.
Evening.
Ehkä nyt 4 minuutin kuluttua, kun tulee uusi vuosi, niin mä päätän ehkä tästä tämän seikkailun ja sanon, että erittäin hyvää uutta vuotta kaikille. Laitan tuolta no signalia ja sillä meiningillä, että oikein hyvää uutta vuotta 2025 ja pistetään tuosta noin lähetykset kiinni tältä kertaa. Moikka moi! Me nähdään taas seuraavissa lähetyksissä ja ensi vuonna. Nähdään ensi vuonna. Morjes taas!